So we'll roll into the week 3 picks here for this week, starting with the Thursday night game, which would have been a lot more interesting with old Tyrod Taylor in there. So it's the Panthers and the Texans.
It's pretty hard for me to go with the Texans right now without Tyrod. So I'm going to roll with Carolina in that game here.
Carolina's 8-point favorites on this one. I'm rolling Carolina as well. They're going to be 3-0 start this season.
Right out the gate there.
Right out the gate.
And then have a nice break here because they got 10 days before their next game.
Yeah, absolutely. The first week 1 matchup I see here is the Washington No Names versus the Bills. I think this is going to be a tough game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means, but I think the Bills are going to come out on top.
I think this might be a beatdown, to be honest.
You think it's going to be a beatdown?
I think it might be a beatdown. Buffalo is going to come out and smack Washington right in the face there. So I'm rolling with Washington.
The only reason I think it's going to be close is because of the Washington defense. I think they'll be able to, but who knows how that Washington offense is going to be able to do. So, I mean, it could be both ways. It could be decent, or like you're saying, it could be a blowout. I could totally see either of them.
Right. So we'll see, but we're both picking Buffalo on that one.
All right. So we both have Panthers, both have the Bills. Next one here is the Bears versus the Brownies. Cleveland is 7-point favorites in this one.
Yeah, I don't care what the Bears do or who they start. I'm not picking them.
I'm picking the Browns.
I'm picking Cleveland in this one, man. I can't go against it. I just think Baker Mayfield will will that team to a victory here, especially against a team like Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, even with Jarvis Landry out, if Odell plays, I think they'll definitely win. I think Odell will have a big game.
Nick Chubb has been killing it, man. So keep feeding him the rock.
He's a monster.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm picking the Browns on that one. Next one here, the Ravens and the Lions. Man, them Lions going to be 0-3 start the season.
I agree with you. Baltimore is going to come hype off the win from last week and tear it up here and definitely get the W there.
Ravens all the way. Next one here, Colts and the Titans. Interesting little matchup. I'm picking the Titans.
Same. So far we got the same picks here. Even with
Carson Wentz in.
Even if they started Carson Wentz, I'm picking Tennessee. They just took down Russell Wilson, hype off of that, and then this is a home game here.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Colts going to start out 0-3, man. Not good.
Mm-hmm. Not a good start to the Carson Wentz era.
No, not at all. The Chargers and the Chiefs. Man, I'm picking the Chiefs in this one, man.
Yeah, this is tough, to be honest with you. I kind of want to pick the Chargers.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like this is one of those types of games they squeak out, but it's an Arrowhead. So I'm going to roll Kansas City.
And I think Kansas City had bad taste in their mouth, coming off that L against the Ravens. Right. Chargers, they just look stagnant against the Cowboys there towards the end. They just weren't able to do anything.
Especially in the red zone. I mean, Keenan Allen's still Keenan Allen, but he couldn't do anything in the red zone there. So you're going to have to put points up to beat Kansas City.
Absolutely. Rolling with the Chiefs on that one. This next one's pretty interesting. The Patriots versus the Saints, eh?
Oh, yeah. We're going to have Jameis Winston come to town, and we're going to whoop his ass, okay? Patriots by 15. I'm going to even write plus 15 next to that. Patriots by 15. Okay? I'm calling it right now. Patriots by 15.
You're a madman. You're a madman.
Who you picking?
I'm picking the Saints.
I knew it.
I'm picking the Saints.
All right. That's our first disparity there. So we'll see what happens in that game.
I have to pick the Saints. I think they're going to try to figure something out coming off that L they took this past week to Carolina. And I think they're going to figure something out here.
If they couldn't do nothing against Carolina's defense, man, what are they going to do against Patriots' defense? Pick whoever
they
do
you
have
want. Camaro, though. They do have Camaro.
They do. But we'll see what happens there. Bill Belichick usually takes your best player out the game.
That's true. I'll roll with the Saints.
Gotcha.
The Falcons and the Giants. Oh, God.
Yeah, this is a shit show, but I'm rolling with Atlanta in this one. I'm not picking New York. I'm not.
Yeah, I Falcons were giving Tampa a run for their money for a minute. So
they were hanging with them when they needed to. So I think they could put up points against these Giants here.
I think the Falcons will win that game. The only reason I think the Giants would win is if Danny Nichols just keeps running, because that's all he's good at is running.
Yeah. He's already got 122 yards on the season.
Yeah. But I'm going to roll with the Falcons, man.
Yep.
I feel like they're kind of figuring something out each week. They're finding a bit of their identity each week, the Falcons. This past week, Kyle Pitts had like 70-something yards. He had a great game. Calvin Ridley had a good game. So I think they'll be okay, especially against the Giants. I think they'll be all right against the Giants.
Yep, I completely agree with you. I think the Falcons take that one for sure here.
Bengals and the Steelers.
I'm a roll with Pittsburgh.
I think I'm rolling with Pittsburgh too, man.
I think they can really take them down. The Bengals aren't quite on the level of the Steelers right now. Steelers coming off a loss.
Gonna be running.
He's going to be running for his life away from this Steelers defense. Pittsburgh all the way on this one here, man.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. They're only 3.5-point favorites, though, which is crazy. I thought there'd be more. But yeah, definitely got them. This next one could be the lock of the week. Cardinals versus the Jaguars. They are 7.5-point favorites on the Jags. I'm going with Arizona on this one. It's going to be a blowout.
Definitely be a lock. As long as Kyler Murray's healthy, he's going to be running all over the place, heaving the ball down the field like always. Like we said, MVP candidate right now.
Whatever
Kyler Murray.
His Kyler Murray stats are for this game, pick the over on him.
Yeah, honestly. Right, exactly.
The next one here, the Jets and the Broncos. I'm rolling with the Broncos on this one. The damn Broncos are going to start out 3-0. Cody going to be so happy.
3-0 as well. They're tough guys.
Again, they play in these trash teams.
Exactly. They're playing trash teams. They're going to end up with a great record here until they start playing some real teams and then go on a 5-game losing streak or some shit, So I am going to pick Denver for this game, but just because it's the Jets.
Yeah. Denver on that one. Next one here, Raiders and the Dolphins. I'm rolling with Vegas, baby.
It's hard to not roll with Vegas right now. They're hot.
They're only and somehow 3.5-point favorites. I feel like they should be higher than that, given who they beat.
Denver and Las Vegas are the only two undefeated teams in the AFC, and Las Vegas is the one that's actually out here beating good teams to get there. So I'm rolling.
They are something.
Right. I'm definitely rolling with the Raiders.
So the Dolphins, who might not even have Tua, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Because they got Jacoby Brissett as their backup,
which is okay. Just he wasn't the starter for a reason.
Yeah, and I don't think 1 week of preparation is going to be enough for him.
Right, exactly.
This next one, man, is going to be a great game. Buccaneers versus the Rams. First time Tom Brady plays in LA ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. He's going to win the game. If he's going to be at a stadium, he's not going to be 0-1 at that stadium. He's going to win the game. I'm rolling with Tampa Bay.
I'm rolling with Tampa Bay too. I feel like I can't pick against Tampa Bay at all this season unless something crazy happens.
Right.
Even against the Rams, who have been playing lights out so far, I think the Buccaneers are the most dominant all around.
Exactly. And I think, like you were saying, it's still Matt Stafford and the Rams are going to have a great game. It's probably going to be close.
It's going to be close.
Tom Brady will end up having a ball at the end of the game, come down, game-winning drive.
You heard it here, folks.
Mm.
So I'm picking the Buccaneers along with you on that one.
Yep, me too.
The Seahawks and the Vikings.
This is tough.
About this one?
This is tough, to be completely honest with you.
Vikings, they've been showing signs of life, but they are 0-2.
For the sake of being different, I'm rolling with Minnesota in this game. They almost beat Arizona last week, just almost. Kirk Cousins has, I think they said, 16 game-winning drives over his career. Like, he's primetime Kirk now, even though he still comes up short sometimes. Like, he does go out there and ball when he needs to.
Yeah.
When he
Dalvin Cook had a great game.
Dalvin Cook had a great game.
Yeah, he had an injury scare, and then he came back and balled even more.
So I know Russell Wilson, Seattle, the real deal, all that. Tyler Lockett out here balling already, 278 yards on the season.
Yeah.
I just really think Minnesota will find a way, even with their kicking woes, they'll find a way to win this game here. It's at Minnesota.
I am actually going to roll with the Seahawks on this one. Okay. I'll differ with you on that one. I think the Seahawks, they're going to be fighting. They should have won that last game. They think they should have won this last game. So I think they're going to roll in, and I think Russ is going to look to do some damage. He's going to be balling. Chris Carson's going to have a good game, I would assume. So I don't think the Vikings have that great of a D line. So I mean, I think they're going to be able to find ways to kill the Vikings.
Definitely agree with you. I just think it'll end up being close down the stretch there.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think it'll be a close game. Yeah, I think it'll be a close game. Another interesting game here, the Packers and the 49ers, man.
This ought to be a really good game, man. The 49ers are 3.5-point favorites right now.
Yeah.
I'm rolling with Green Bay. They proved me wrong last week. I'm rolling with Green Bay. Even though that 49ers defense is as good as it is, I think Green Bay
finds a way. That's the only reason I'm hesitant is that 49ers defense. Because their offense doesn't scare me. I don't trust Jimmy G with throwing the ball.
No, he's only got 2 touchdowns on the whole season so far.
I don't trust him throwing the ball. I saw even though they beat the Eagles, I saw what his throwing was, and it didn't impress me. Right. They killed us with the run. I'm going with the Packers, man. I think they're going to be the ones that beat the 49ers.
Green Bay all the way in that Monday night or Sunday night game.
Yeah.
Brings us to the Monday night game.
Philly in Dallas.
In Dallas this early in the year.
In Dallas.
I'm rolling Philly.
You're going with Philly?
I'm rolling Philly. Let's go. Philadelphia go walk into Arlington and whoop that Cowboy ass. Okay?
Listen, I thought about this prediction all day today. And I was prepared to go with Dallas. I was going to pick Dallas.
Oh, shit.
Because it was in Dallas, and I didn't know what was going to happen.
I know you split,
With you picking Philly,
Philly
and you hyping me up,
Philly.
I'm going to roll with Philly, baby. I'm going with the Eagles.
Walk in here.
Eagles
and now,
walking.
If it's wrong, we're both wrong.
We're both wrong. Exactly.
It is what it is.
Exactly. That's why I don't mind. But I was expecting
I'm rolling with Philly. No, I picked the Cowboys last week, I know, but I also sent the group chat the message like these Cowboys suck. I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. They're gonna be wishy-washy this whole season. Dak's gonna have 4 touchdown games, and he's gonna have 1 touchdown game. So where's Zeke? You have Pollard, but Zeke ain't doing much. I think the Eagles will slowly start to get their things together here, even though got a huge injury. I know you're probably gonna get to that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that then. We have a couple huge injuries that happen.
Yeah, but I believe in Philly in this one here.
Yeah, I mean, as long as Nick Sirianni calls a complete game, calls a good game, I think we can win. Mm-hmm. Even though with the injuries that happen, specifically the one on defense, I think our defense we haven't allowed over 17 points through these 2 games. Our defense, we stopped the 49ers 4 times to start the game. They had 4 3 and outs. So, I mean, our defense has been good so far this year. I think as long as our defense is able to somewhat stop Dallas or at least stop them on a couple drives, I think our offense will be able to, score on Dallas's defense as long as Nick Sirianni's play calling is better this week than last week and allows Jalen Hurts to, take control of the offense.
Right. Completely agree with you.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'll definitely roll with Philly on that one. But that's our picks there for week 3 of the NFL season.
So far, like I said, through the season right now, we're very close on our records. So this one here, I think we only have 2 disparities here. So you could catch me by 2, or you know what I mean? You could catch me, or one of us will pull away by 1. Or we'll see what happens. But I'm glad we do have some disparities. That way it'll keep going. Like the records will keep changing, But
yeah,
let's see where we're at by the end of the year.
All right.